The government of Finland has released and published new article regarding this man showing right now on your screen. And based out of this news publication, we believe and we know that Mr. Simon will be released anytime soon. So the question here is, what did the government of Finland release and published regarding this man showing right now on your screen? Well, in this video, we shall be going through all of the details and breaking news one after the other so you can see things for yourself. Yes, this will be one of the biggest news you've seen or heard this week.
Surprise!
The video about to watch right now is a very serious one, so I want you to pay serious attention, watch and understand. Don't forget, share the video on all social media platforms, share with your friends and loved ones. God bless us to do so. Watch this video.
The government of Finland has released and published new article regarding this man showing right now on your screen. And based out of this news publication, we believe and we know that Mr. Simon will be released anytime soon. So the question here is, what did the government of Finland release and published regarding this man showing right now on your screen? Well, in this video, we shall be going through all of the details and breaking news one after the other so you can see things for yourself. Yes, this will be one of the biggest news you've seen or heard this week. So let's kickstart this video from the very starting point. Yes, like we all know, on the 21st of November 2024, the government of Finland came out to make a very precise statement and publication. Showing right now on your screen is this particular publication coming from the official page of the government of Finland, where it states, police request remand of 5 persons on suspicion of this particular offense showing right now on your screen. Yes, this simply means that 5 individuals were arrested based out of this particular offense pinpointed in this publication. But then something interesting has happened. It feels like Mr. Simon will definitely regain freedom. Yes, because yesterday Mr. Simon was brought into a district court of Päijät-Häme to continue his hearing and continue his investigation. Yes, Mr. Simon appeared in court yesterday in Finland, and something very interesting happened in the courts of law. Yes, for the second time running, a man known as EKPA represented Mr. Simon in the court of law. This man happens to be the assistant lawyer representing Mr. Simon, and his main lawyer hasn't showed up in 2 different hearings in the Päijät-Häme district court. Yes, who is this EKPA? Well, we had to do a brief research on him to understand his background, his educational background, his experience, and so on and so forth. But we couldn't get any info or intel about him. But that is not the case. Let's go to the interesting part of this video. What's showing right now on your screen is a said publication I showed you a couple of seconds or minutes back, where it states police request remand of 5 persons on suspicion of this particular offense showing right now on your screen. But yesterday, the courts made a U-turn. Yes, the Päijät-Häme district court made a U-turn. The question here is how and why. Well, take a look at this publication showing right now on your screen, where it states only Mr. Simon is suspected of crime of incitement, while 4 other men are suspected of financing this particular offense being pointed on your screen right now. Hope this is very clear. Well, to better explain what is currently happening, it's simple. The Päijät-Häme district court had a hearing yesterday where Mr. Simon, together with other individuals arrested around 11th or 21st of November last year, these guys appeared in the Päijät-Häme district court, and the court came out to make a very interesting statement after doing some research and investigation, which simply means that Mr. Simon had no linkage with this particular offense showing right now on your screen. I don't want to call this offense in words, because if I do, the YouTube algorithm will flag this video down and probably you won't be able to see it. So Mr. Simon has been cleared from this particular offense, while the 4 other individuals who were arrested alongside with him are the guys being pointed for this particular crime, for financing this particular offense, as stated on your screen. Hope this is very clear. Yes, so as you can see, Mr. Simon's name has been cleared, and the 4 other individuals who were arrested alongside are the guys who have been pinpointed by the Päijät-Häme district court. Yes, this Päijät-Häme district court also went a step further to give us more intel and more clarification regarding this particular matter. It went a step further to state that the suspected offense was committed between the 25th of August of 2022 and the 19th of November of 2023 and took place in Helsinki. Yes, this offense took place in a city called Helsinki and not in Lahti, the official residence place of Mr. Simon, as stated previously. So this is a very, very interesting one that definitely will send shockwaves into the hearts and spines of many individuals residing in Nigeria. Anyways, moving on swiftly, the chief detective of the Finnish police in the person of Inspector Otto Hiltonen came out to make a clear statement that will change a lot of things that has happened over the past couple of months. Well, for better understanding, take a look at this article coming from Yale, where it states the man has carried out his activity, for example, on his social media channels, says Detective Chief Inspector Otto Hiltonen in a press release from the National Bureau of Investigation. So as you can see, the Finnish police has removed the case of terrorism from Simon's case, and they are now basing their investigation on inciting different activities from his social media page. Yes, this is a very, very interesting one, and this is a good news, a very big and gigantic news for individuals representing Mr. Simon in the court of law and his supporters. Anyways, moving on swiftly, the Finnish police and its authorities also gave interesting facts and details, something that we've never seen or heard before. Yes, so the 4 individuals who were arrested alongside with Simon Ekpa, the Finnish police has released interesting details attached with these 4 individuals. Well, based out of the reports made by the Finnish police, they claim that these individuals moved funds and received finances from different countries of the world. Yes, showing right now on your screen some of the countries that the Finnish police believe that these individuals received or channeled funds from. As you can see, we have Turkey, we have Jordan, we have Saudi Arabia, we have Kuwait, and from Yemen, and so on and so forth. The list continues. Yes. So the Finnish police believe that these individuals, these 4 other individuals, operated an international scheme where funds, monies, and finances were transferred from different parts of the world, from Asia, from Europe, from Africa, and so on and so forth. So they're currently investigating these guys on how they channeled their funds from all parts of the world. Well, as we speak, the authorities noticed about 10 different ways and methods these guys moved funds without any form of suspicion. Well, showing right now on your screen are some of this method where we have some of these individuals arrested managed to move funds as a customer deposit funds into gaming accounts, but the funds are not drawn from and deposited into the same account. Anyways, you can pause this part of the video and look at the different ways and method the 4 other individuals moved funds from all part of the country into Nigeria to fund the unrest we've noticed in the southeastern region. Anyways, moving on swiftly, let's focus on Mr. Simon now. Since the Finnish authorities claim that this guy has no linkage, primary linkage, with the unrest in southeastern Nigeria, what will happen to him? Well, the police still feels like Mr. Simon incited series of crimes in the southeastern part of Nigeria using his Twitter page. Yes, they believe that he used his social media platform to incite violence and different forms of crimes in Nigeria. So what is the possible punishment? Because this guy is actually lucky, because if the Finnish authorities and the Pajahami District Court tried him for terrorism, this guy might probably spend the rest of his life in jail. But now they've removed that case in his file and are looking at incitement only. So what is the possible outcome? Yes, as we speak, we are still going through different files, through different court precedents and all of those good stuff to see how the Finnish courts will probably try this man. Yes, as we speak, we are making a video to cover all of those details in full form. Yes, and if you want to be among the very first individuals to get our video as soon as it drops, do well to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified when that video gets dropped on this channel. Yes, so Mr. Simon definitely will see freedom any moment from now. The court of law will have to free him because his lawyers are trying to pull strings together and make sure this guy gets released this week.
I'm sure you have watched this video. Now let me know your thought and your opinion in the comment section. What I'm going to say to us is that this is not the time for us to be judging, for us to be condemning, for us to be abusing, for us to be insulted. This is the time for us to sit down and ask ourselves, what can we do so this country can be better, so things can work according to the way we want it to be? What can we do? These are some of the questions that I think we don't even ask ourselves. Every time, what most of us will think about is, how can this country scatter? How can this country divide? Yes, we are all tired. If you are not tired of the things going on in the country, I'm tired. But I don't want us to ever that I don't want us to have that mindset or that thoughts of war in this country, because I've always said it. You need to understand that when it happens, it is you and I that will suffer the most. There is this popular saying that when two elephants fight, it is the ground and the grass that suffers. In this context, in this case, it is you and I that is both the ground and the grass. When these politicians start fighting, when that war that some of us are calling for start happening, it is you and I and our family members that are going to suffer the most. So it is important for us to be careful of the things we wish for concerning this country, Nigeria. A lot of us, especially my brothers and sisters from the East, we want Biafra to come. What can we do for us to achieve that without war? These are the questions we need to ask, because listen, war is not an option at all. Don't pray for that. Don't pray for war. Yes, we want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out. We want Simon Ekpa to be released. We want everything to work well. We want Biafra to come, but we want to do it peacefully. I've always been talking about this book, The Art of War. The book teaches you how to win battles without fighting. That is what we must be looking at. How can we achieve all these things without fighting? Let's be looking at all those things. This thing that some of us says, let's go to war, let that happen, let this happen, is not an option. The men of God, they have spoken. They have said what God has shown them. Now, another duty we have is to go to God in prayer. And one prayer I've always asked us to pray is that we should pray for the will of God to be done in our country, Nigeria. Nigeria is a blessed nation. Forget about all the things you are saying. Let us pray for the will of God to be done. And I want you to know this. If God's will is for Nigeria to divide, even Tinubu cannot stop it. It may tarry, but it will surely come to pass. It may not happen right now, but it will surely come to pass. Just understand, know what God's will is. Know what God's will is for Nigeria, so that you understand what you are dealing with. Because if God's will is for Nigeria to remain as one, you are fighting a losing battle. Because the Bible made us understand that if God is not there, he said that the watchman watcheth in vain. He said that the builder buildeth in vain. If God's hand is not in this agenda, it is in vain. It is in vain, because there is this saying that if God be for you, who can be against you? Now change it and ask yourself, if God be against you, who can be for you? Ask yourself that question. If God's will is for Nigeria to remain one, to remain as one, do you want to fight God? Who can battle with the Lord? Can you fight God? No. So that is why it is important for us to understand what the will of God is for our country, Nigeria, before we start making creating problems, doing the things that are not supposed to be done. Yes, if you have been following me, I've always been of the opinion that Nigeria is not treating the Igbo man well. Even Joshua Iginla have said it. A lot of people have said it. Nigeria is not treating them well. Why can't you allow these people to also rule this country, Nigeria? Are they not Nigerians? Are they not Nigerians? All these things, the politics in this country is too much. And that is why you see the Igbos agitating, calling for Nigeria to be divided. But I feel that if a leader who understands how to manage and rule a country comes into power, Nigeria will be better. Give everybody equal chance. Give the Igbos what they deserve. Give Yoruba what they deserve. Give Hausa what they deserve. Another thing I feel I have always been suggesting is practicing confederation system of government. I don't know if I got that right. Where every region have to manage their own resources. Every region manage your own resources. People, Easterners will have like an Eastern president. North will have a Northern president. South will have a Southern president. Then you rule your own people. Manage your own resources and then report back to the federal government with a percentage, like you are paying tithes or tax to them. But let every region manage their own resources. We will still remain as Nigeria. We'll have something like the United States of Nigeria, or we'll make it every state manage your resources. That way, nobody will feel cheated. You will not say you are taking my money from the state and go and develop another person's state, because that is practically what is happening in this country. Niger Delta, River State, they produce at least 70% of the Nigeria oil, if I'm not mistaken. But look at River State, look at Niger Delta. Where is the development? There is no working refinery here. Nothing is working. But I believe that if we start managing our own resources, the development, it will be massive. It will be massive. The seaport we have here is really not working. Nothing is working because some people have decided to colonize everything. The channel sun to the north, to the west. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So please, let's try to understand all these things. I'm not against Biafra. I'm not also against Nigeria. What I want is for anything that is going to promote peace and unity. Is anything that is not going to destroy your life and your properties. That is what I want. I want the will of God to be done in this country, Nigeria. And that is my own heartfelt cry. I want the will of God to be done in Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell so whenever I post another video, you will notified. If you turn a subscriber, I want to say thank you to you. Thank you for always stopping by to watch our video. We love and appreciate the support you give us on this channel. Please don't forget, share this on all social media platforms, share with your friends and loved ones. God bless us to do so. I'll see you in the next one. You are blessed.